クラフトエッグ。
あの3人にはいつも振り回されっぱなしですよ。一丁やりますか。小さなことだけどそれがすっごく嬉しいんだ。頑張るよ。私と一緒にいてくれる？
Well, hello everyone, and welcome back for yet another Pandori video. And so, yeah, we have the new event, and now it is Christmas time! Woohoo! So there's a lot to unpack here. So it just started, so just right off the bat, look at all of the Christmas stuff! It's so cool, it's so cool. Maybe at the end of this event, I'll put up the full scope of this, so yeah. So anyway, let's go over to our event, shall we? Okay, let's skip that. Okay, so we have a multi-live today. Woohoo! Yep, so this is essentially where 5 of you go up against each other. So you get to see the combos of all of your enemies. That's kind of mean to call them enemies, but it is what it is. So this is one of the more traditional events. So yeah, let's just take a look at all of this. So yeah, not ranked at all yet. So we just clicked here. So yeah. Over here. And then let's check out, oh wow, people that have already ranked. Let's check this out, okay. And this is what the little banner will be. And then over here, oh yeah, wait. Yeah, we want to check out the rewards. Okay, so okay, nice. It looks like, yeah, we're getting the full scope, so we get Remy as a 2-star. Okay, that is really nice. So then we get Himari as the sticker, so again, I'll put that up as well. And then let's see, oh, and then we get Himari as a 3-star. Oh, look at her, so adorable. But yeah, so cool, so cool. And then let's just scroll through here and just check out all of our rewards. So yeah. Awesome. So, give me 1 second. Okay, so going back here. So this is the Bell Knows No Light event. So, pretty cool. And I probably should have said that before, but it is what it is. This video is interesting. Okay, and then looking over, oh, look at her idolized. Looks very, very nice. And then we get the Remy. It's so nice to have 5 cards. Because it's more of a rarity now. So then over here, yeah, that's just my band I already have set up. We're not going to click on the story, but then we click over here, and of course, we have the random gacha mechanic, so you get the points to spend on random chances to get in-game stuff, so yeah. Okay, and then if we click over here, yeah, I know my battery's low. So we can either do the event song, or we can just do any song, but they all work towards the event, so yeah. And, oh yeah, no. Oh, and it took me back here. No, I don't want to. Okay, so yeah. So then let's hop into the story part. So, okay, over to the story. And my gosh, this one had such a melancholy sort of feel to it, where it just hit at home so hard. Because the whole point of this story was growing up. You're never going to stay a kid forever. That you have to move forward. You have to find your future. And oh my gosh, like just as a person who fears the future itself, you know, I can relate so much to this story. But anyway, so it starts off here where Kaoru and Chisato, they're kids in elementary school. And at this point of time, Kaoru is quite different as she is now as a high school student. Here she's timid, shy, self-conscious, whereas Chisato is quite the opposite. She's headstrong, she knows what she wants and to do, so she kind of takes Kaoru under her wing, and this is how they really become friends. They both love acting, even at this age. So here they're practicing the Cinderella story, but Kaoru, she just can't be the prince. She doesn't have that headstrong personality. So Chisato says, "I'll be the prince." And this is the line that's so impactful and so important to this, where Kaoru says, "Is it really okay?" But they end up going through it, and it just shows you that Kaoru, she was quite different then. But then it goes to the present, and this is where Chisato, she's kind of remembering these events, and in her hand she has this ticket that she got from Kaoru, because Kaoru, she will be the prince in Cinderella in this upcoming Christmas park play. And unfortunately for Kaoru, this will probably be her last performance before she graduates, which is kind of the same even with Chisato, because they will be graduating together. But with Chisato, she's just so worried about her future. Like, what will she do after school? Or what will she do after high school? There's so many options, and she's just so uncertain. And she just like, Kaoru has changed so much, but I feel like I haven't at all. So that's when we go into part 1 of her story. So it kind of skips forward because Chisato, she has a lot on her mind right now. So she goes to the cafe that Tsugumi and Eve work at because she likes the cafe and it's a good way for her to relax. But here, Himari and Rimi also come, and they're talking about Kaoru in this Christmas park play. And now those two, they're also going, and they're going to write these letters to Kaoru as a thank you. And Himari even urges Chisato, "You should write this letter, you should write this letter, you know, show her how you feel, you know, you two have been friends since elementary school." But Chisato, she kind of thinks about it, but she's not in the right headspace right now, because again, she's worried about her own future and how she will move forward, because she feels like she can. But anyway, then actually, yeah, we just move straight on to part 2. So this is where we get Kaoru's side, and Kaoru's at the school and she's practicing for her play and her role as the prince. And she's talking to her underclassmen who all love and adore her, and it's so cool because she calls them her koneko-chans, or her kittens. And this is where Maya comes in, and Maya's actually behind the scenes. She's the one kind of putting a lot of this together. And those two, they're kind of just talking about the progress of this, of how the play's going and where it's going. And Kaoru even tells Maya how she wants to kind of be like Santa Claus. This will be her Christmas present for all of her underclassmen, something that she can give before she leaves. And they even do mention how Kaoru gave Chisato a ticket for the event. So then, man, going straight into 3 now. So here, Chisato, she's returning home after studying at the library, where she hears a familiar voice coming from the park. And it turns out that it's Kaoru, and Kaoru, she is rehearsing for her lines as the prince for that Christmas part play that she'll be in. Well, the two get talking, and right off the bat, Kaoru notices that there's something off with Chinami. But of course, Chinami, she kind of just denies it, like, no, nothing's wrong, nothing's wrong. Well, Kaoru just kind of shrugs it off and asks Chisato, hey, can you help me rehearse? And of course, being friends, Chisato says, yeah, of course. So Kaoru's doing the part as the prince, of course, so Chisato, she takes up the role as Cinderella. The two go back and forth, and finally when they're finished, Chisato kind of opens up a little bit, and she asks Kaoru, like, what do you think about the future, like, after graduation? Isn't it scary? But Kaoru just kind of replies to her, like, whatever happens, I'll still be myself. That's not going to change. And Chisato kind of realizes that maybe she said a little bit too much. She didn't want to open up, so she tries to take her words back, and she just kind of quickly says bye to Kaoru and runs off. So here, yeah, Kaoru definitely knows that something's up with Chisato, that there's something on her mind, and it kind of depresses Kaoru herself because that's her friend. But then we kind of skip over to part 4, and this is a little bit into the future, and Chisato, she's in the pastel palettes break room pretty much. And she's writing something on a piece of paper when both Eve and Maya come in. Upon realizing someone came in, Chisato scrambles to just hide the piece of paper. But Eve, being Eve, she picks up on it immediately. And Eve's kind of just like, wait a minute, you're working on the letter for Kaoru, what we were talking about at the cafe, right? And it's so adorable because Chisato, she's like, Eve Taba. It's just kind of how she talks, and it just kind of means like, oh, come on, Eve. And Maya, not knowing anything, she's like, oh, you're writing a letter for Kaoru? Oh, that's so nice. And they kind of talk about it because they're all idols and they get fan letters, so they understand Chisato and her feelings and how difficult it is to do this, and they do encourage her. But then shortly after, Eve, she has to leave, and this is where Chisato at least opens up to Maya, how worried about her future she is, and she's just like, it's eating me alive right now, and I'm just so scared, and I just don't want to go forward. Which is interesting because she even brings up her and Kanan going to one of the colleges, which is so cool because that was part of the Campus Beats event. So I'll put that up and even the card. And it was so cool because they were in the background and they met the flippin' popping party girls. It's so cool how they intertwine the stories there. So flippin' cool. But anyway, disregarding that, it's the evening now of the performance and Chisato's entering the theater. And it's about to start, but Chisato kind of says to herself that, okay, after the performance, I will give Kaoru this letter. So this leads us into part 5, and at this point the play's already started. And it's kind of interesting how they did this because Chisato, she's kind of narrating that letter that she wrote before. And within that letter, she talks about both Kaoru and her futures and how they can't just pry on the past anymore, that they do have to move forward, which is interesting because this kind of contradicts how Chisato's been feeling, because Chisato is stuck in the past. She can't move forward. And it's really interesting because as she's saying this, Kaoru is on stage talking to the on-stage Cinderella, and she's delivering these lines for the play, and it strikes Chisato as at this point she's thinking and she's remembering her past with Kaoru, because in the past they were doing those lines together, so it just really again just struck a chord with Chisato. Well, anyway, it skips forward till after the play's already finished, and now they're in the hallways, and it shows Himari and Rimi, and it's so adorable because they're crying, they're in tears from the performance, and they run up to Kaoru giving them their letters, so the letters that they wrote, and they're like, oh my gosh, we wanted to write so much more, but we just couldn't. And Kaoru, she's just extremely happy, not only to receive the letters, that her underclassmen enjoyed her performance so much, because that was Kaoru's goal. Meanwhile, Maya and Chisato, they're talking with each other about the performance as well, where Maya brings up the letter. And at this point, it's interesting because Chisato says, "Oh yeah, I stopped writing that." Maya being surprised, "What?" And she's like, "Yeah, I didn't need to do it." So at this point, everyone realizes that Kaoru isn't there. Like, Kaoru just disappeared. So Chisato, she knows where Kaoru went, so she heads off to where she went, which turns out to be the theater stage. And it's, oh man, this is the part that starts eating me up, man. Oh my gosh, it's so sad. But Kaoru's there, she's sitting on the stage, and Chisato says like, "Well, why are you here? Everyone's waiting for you, you just kind of disappeared." And Kaoru tells her that she just doesn't want to leave this stage just yet, which is so sad. But anyway, moving over to our ending, now the two are sitting on the stage together and they're romanticizing about the past. The very first performance they did on this high school stage. That being Romeo and Juliet, which just so happens to be one of the original BanG events. So they were hearkening back all the way to that time, which is just so cool. I love that so much. And Kaoru just tells Chisato that there's a part of her that doesn't want to leave the stage. She doesn't want to go forward. But she asks Chisato, "Will you play with me one more time?" So Chisato, she agrees, but she's like, no, no, no. I'm gonna be the prince. You can be Cinderella. And Kaoru's taken aback by this, and she's like, "Oh, okay." So she does agree, so they kind of do the role reversal, which is really cool. But Chisato, as they're acting, starts blending the roles that they're doing here to their real life roles. And it's so cool how she does that. And it goes back to when Kaoru was a kid, and that quote, "Is it okay?" Then it flashes forward to the performance she just performed on stage in front of everyone, where in character she said, "Is it okay?" And finally Chisato says in her head, "Yes, it is okay. It's okay to ask people for help. It's okay to move forward. Even if it's just a role in a play, it's okay to switch roles. It's okay." And that's that powerful message that this event was getting across, which really resonated with me. And Kaoru, she's feeling these emotions from Chisato, even though Chisato isn't directly saying it. And it's so adorable because Kaoru gets flustered and she's teary-eyed. And it's like Chisato is Cinderella, that she's casting her magic upon the hearts of others. And it's just that this chapter in their lives, yes, it's over, but they will continue. This is not the final chapter. And no matter what happens, they will still be themselves. And Chisato at this point finally comes to the realization that, okay, I just need to have the conviction. This is what I'm doing. This is the college I'm applying for. This is the future that I'm choosing. I can't dwell on the past anymore. I had such great memories here, but we have to move forward. And finally, both of the girls call each other their pet names that they did when they were kids one last time. And then they get off the stage. The end of the event. It was such a bittersweet story. I mean, it was beautiful, but so sad because, again, someone who's always paranoid about the future, you know, we have a small amount of time we're on this planet, you know, and it's a very scary thing, but I didn't realize I would love this event as much as I did, but oh my gosh, this one really struck home. The next event will be Pastel Palettes, which, oh my gosh, with the whole Aya thing, oh my gosh. I just hope it's not drama, because I just need a funny, happy-go-lucky story. I can't have these serious stories. It's ripping my heart apart. Well, anyway, that's all I gotta say about this event. Let's hop into the gacha! Woohoo! Okay, everyone, welcome. So, it is currently Dreamfest, and we have the new event going up, so really awesome. So, we also even have a miracle ticket, so again, that'll be its own video as well, and then we have the usuals. which is interesting because the Merry Merry Gacha isn't even here yet, which is kind of funny because that's the main gacha that these cards are going to be in, at least for the event. But that will actually appear after Dreamfest is over, because Dreamfest is only usually like 4 days or so. So yeah, so what I will probably actually do for here is I will do for the event video. I will do the one Dreamfest pool here, and then later I will do a pool just for the event as well. But there will be a Dreamfest video guaranteed because we have boosted odds, yeah. But let's check out all of these boosted cards. Oh, interesting, a lot of boosted cards. Okay, interesting. But I think the ones we really care about are these ones, because these are, of course, the new ones. So this is the new Dreamfest Misaki. We have the new Dreamfest Sugumi. Well, that one actually looks really nice. How do you like that? And then we have the new event Kaoru, which would still be very nice. And then we have the new Chisato. Oh, cool, like them kids. Oh, that's really nice. That's really nice. So anyway, what we're going to do here, we're just going to do the single pull. So, gimme, because I do have just the straight up points for it. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Beep. Okay, so then let's just do the one pull for Dreamfest, and we're going to see what happens, because again, we can possibly get the one cards. And if we do actually look over here, we'll actually check them out, because we do have our boosted odds. So, yep, 6%, and all these good ones. And of course, our current cards are all boosted. So let's go down here real quick. So again, here I'm not really expecting anything, because it's just the one pull. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. So our 4 cards, 502. So quite literally over 2% just to get one of them. But okay, let's just do this and see what happens. See if we get some luck for the video. Oh, okay. We're starting off good. We're starting off good. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. If, especially for this, I got any of them. Oh my gosh, it would be so nice. Oh no. Oh no. Yup, Yukina I already have, darn. Yeah, that's probably it for this, darn. And then we get a Mashiro. Dang it. I got a dupe. I know, because if I get any Yukina, it's probably a dupe. Oh! A new Mashiro. Okay, well, I got a new Mashiro. So that's nice. Awesome. So yeah, so that's it for the first part. So I can actually do that 4 more times, but again, that will be its own video. So as for now, I will see you back when Dreamfest is over, and I'll do a single pull just for the actual Merry Merry Gacha. So yeah, so anyway, yep. Okay, so like I said before, we're doing the Merry Times Gacha now. We're just going to do the one pull. I would like to say that, but it's actually not happening. Yeah, so pretty much the whole Choo Choo birthday gacha thing. Yeah, let's just say Choo Choo, she came home kicking and screaming the whole way there. So, needless to say, I have the other one here. It's the same thing. I'm not going to do a pull. You saw already that I got the Kaoru from the other video, so yay rah rah. But I did think I should at least show it here. I'm not going to actually do any pulls. I really kind of can, but it is what it is. So, yeah, it looks really nice. And then just clicking over here, because again, it's not really even anything different, because you already saw this with the other part, but it's just that the Dreamfest isn't here, so yeah. But okay, such as that is, this was the Merry Times Gacha. And actually, I'm recording this after the events ended, so let's just hope I'm able to get this out in time before the next event starts. So then let's just hop into the end part, shall we? Okay, so I hope you all really kind of enjoyed that video. I know it was an interesting one to make. I've made so many videos recently, so I'm just kind of like taking a little bit of a break, but there's still going to be a lot coming, and yeah, it is what it is. So how do I feel? The event was really good. I did enjoy the story. Like I said, though, it was very sad. It just had that kind of like melancholy tone to it, and I'm just like, I don't want them to ever grow up. I don't want them to graduate. But anyway, at this point, I would just be rambling. So if you guys enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe, all of the usual. And this will be Kurokami, and I'm signing off.